Passion is the reason some people wake up before the alarm clock even rings. It is the invisible fire that pulls them out of bed while the rest of the world keeps sleeping. When your passion is real, you do not need somebody standing over you every day telling you to work harder, stay focused, or keep moving forward. Passion becomes your personal motivation. It becomes the energy that pushes you when your body feels tired and your mind feels weak. Most people wake up thinking about survival, but passionate people wake up thinking about purpose. They wake up with something burning inside their soul, something bigger than comfort, bigger than excuses, and bigger than fear. That is what Eric Thomas teaches so powerfully. He teaches that success is not for people who are interested, it is for people who are committed. And commitment is born from passion. When you truly love your dream, discipline stops feeling like punishment. Sacrifice stops feeling painful. Hard work becomes part of your identity because you understand that every single day is another opportunity to get closer to greatness. Passion changes the way you think, the way you move, and the way you respond to challenges. Instead of running from obstacles, you attack them because you know they are part of the process. You stop complaining about difficult mornings because your dream matters too much to stay comfortable. You realize that sleeping on your goals is dangerous because time never stops moving. Every morning becomes valuable. Every hour becomes important. Passion teaches you that life is not supposed to be wasted on fear and hesitation. It is supposed to be used to build something meaningful. There will be mornings when you feel exhausted, discouraged, and emotionally drained. There will be days when nobody supports you, nobody believes in you, and nobody understands your vision. But passion keeps whispering inside your spirit, keep going. That voice is powerful because it reminds you why you started. Passion gives you emotional endurance. It gives you the strength to continue even when results are invisible. Many people quit because they only work when they feel motivated, but passionate people understand that consistency is more important than feelings. They know that greatness is built during the moments when you do not feel like continuing but choose to continue anyway. Passion separates leaders from followers because leaders are driven by purpose instead of convenience. When you are passionate, you stop looking for shortcuts because you understand that growth requires struggle. You stop comparing yourself to others because you are too focused on becoming better than you were yesterday. Passion makes you hungry for improvement. It pushes you to study more, work harder, and dream bigger. It turns ordinary mornings into opportunities for transformation. That is why your passion must be protected. Do not let negative people kill your fire. Do not allow fear to weaken your vision. Some people will never understand your ambition because they are comfortable living average lives. But you cannot allow average thinking to destroy extraordinary potential. If your passion wakes you up every day, that means there is something inside you that refuses to settle. That means your purpose is calling you to another level. You were not created to live with excuses, regret, and fear controlling your future. You were created to grow, fight, and become stronger through every challenge life throws at you. Passion is not just excitement. Real passion is loyalty to your dream even during painful seasons. It is waking up every day and giving your best effort whether people clap for you or not. It is believing in your future before the world sees your value. And when you live with that kind of passion, success no longer becomes a question of if. It only becomes a question of when. Your passion must become stronger than your excuses if you truly want to change your life. Everybody says they want success, but very few people are willing to wake up every morning and fight for it with everything they have. That is the difference between people who dream and people who achieve. Eric Thomas always talks about sacrifice, discipline, and obsession because he understands something powerful. Greatness never belongs to people who only work when it feels easy. Greatness belongs to people who continue even when life becomes uncomfortable. Passion is what gives you that ability. Passion is what pushes you to get out of bed when your body feels tired, when your mind feels weak, and when your circumstances tell you to quit. Most people allow excuses to control their future. They say they are too tired, too broke, too stressed, too young, too old, or too afraid. But passionate people think differently. They understand that excuses never created success stories. Excuses never built dreams. Excuses never changed lives. Passion creates urgency because it reminds you that your goals are too important to waste another day living in fear. When your passion is strong enough, you stop waiting for perfect conditions. You stop making excuses about your past. You stop blaming other people for your situation. Instead, you take responsibility for your growth because you understand that nobody can fight for your dream harder than you. Passion changes your mentality completely. It makes you hungry to improve every single day. It forces you to stop settling for average results and average habits. A passionate person refuses to stay comfortable because comfort kills potential. The truth is that every successful person has faced struggles. Every champion has experienced failure, rejection, pain, and disappointment. But the reason they succeeded is because their passion became stronger than their excuses. They refused to let temporary problems destroy permanent possibilities. That is the mindset you must develop if you want greatness. There will always be reasons to quit. Life will always give you obstacles. Some mornings you will feel mentally exhausted. Some days people will doubt your vision. Some nights you will wonder if all your hard work is worth it. But passion reminds you that success requires endurance. It teaches you that difficult seasons are not signs to stop. They are opportunities to become stronger. Most people quit too early because they expect immediate results. They want success without struggle. They want rewards without sacrifice, but passion understands that growth takes time. It understands that every setback is preparing you for a comeback. That is why passionate people keep showing up even when nobody notices their effort. They continue grinding even when results are invisible because they believe in what they are building. Passion gives you discipline when motivation disappears. Motivation comes and goes, but passion stays alive because it is connected to purpose. When you are passionate about your future, you stop allowing laziness to control your life. You begin treating your goals seriously because you understand that every wasted day is time you can never recover. Passion teaches you how to keep moving despite fear. Fear tells you to stay safe, but passion tells you to take risks for your dreams. Fear tells you to stay quiet, but passion tells you to fight for your purpose. That internal battle happens in everybody's life, but winners are the people who choose passion over excuses. Never underestimate the power of consistency fueled by passion. Small efforts repeated every day create massive results over time. You may not see progress immediately, but every disciplined action matters. Every sacrifice matters. Every early morning matters. Passion is what keeps your dream alive when the journey becomes painful. So stop waiting for life to become easy. Stop waiting for perfect circumstances. Stop doubting your ability to succeed. If your passion is strong enough, you already have what you need to begin. Wake up every day determined to outwork your excuses, outgrow your fears, and outlast every obstacle standing between you and your destiny. Passion has the power to turn pain into purpose, and that is what separates strong people from weak mindsets. Everybody experiences pain in life. Everybody goes through disappointment, rejection, heartbreak, struggle, and moments where they feel like giving up. But the difference between successful people and average people is not the absence of pain. The difference is how they respond to it. Eric Thomas teaches that pain can either destroy you or develop you, depending on your mindset. Passion is what helps you transform suffering into strength. When you are passionate about your purpose, you stop seeing struggles as punishment and start seeing them as preparation. You begin to understand that every difficult season is building something powerful inside you. Most people run away from pain because they think comfort is the goal of life, but passionate people know that growth only happens when you are challenged. Diamonds are created under pressure, and greatness is built during hard times. Passion gives you the strength to keep moving even when life feels heavy. It gives you a reason to wake up after failure and continue fighting for your dreams. Without passion, pain feels meaningless. Without purpose, struggles feel unbearable, but when you connect your pain to something bigger than yourself, your entire perspective changes. Suddenly your setbacks become lessons, your losses become motivation, your tears become fuel. Passion teaches you that every battle has value if you refuse to quit. There will be moments when people betray you, ignore you, laugh at your dreams, or doubt your abilities. There will be nights when you question yourself and mornings when your confidence feels weak. But passion keeps whispering inside your soul, "Do not stop now." That voice matters because it reminds you that your story is still being written. Some of the most powerful people in the world were once broken, rejected, and underestimated. What made them different was not talent alone, it was their ability to keep fighting through pain. Passion creates emotional endurance. It helps you survive storms that would make other people surrender. Instead of becoming bitter, passionate people become stronger. Instead of allowing pain to make them quit, they use it to sharpen their focus. That is why your struggles should never embarrass you. Your struggles are proof that you are fighting for something meaningful. Every scar carries a lesson. Every setback carries wisdom. Passion teaches you that failure is not the end unless you decide to stop trying. Many people allow one bad moment to destroy their future, but passionate people refuse to let temporary pain create permanent defeat. They understand that success requires resilience. They understand that difficult moments are often preparing them for bigger opportunities. Sometimes life breaks you so it can rebuild you into a stronger version of yourself. That process is painful, but it is necessary. Passion keeps you alive during that transformation. It gives you hope when everything around you feels uncertain. It reminds you that your future is greater than your current struggle. Never forget that some people are waiting to hear your story of survival. Your victory may inspire someone else to keep going. Your strength may help another person believe in themselves again. That is why you cannot quit during hard seasons. Your pain has purpose. Your struggle has meaning. Passion allows you to see beyond the present moment and focus on the bigger picture. It teaches you to use every challenge as fuel for growth. So when life becomes difficult, do not run away from the pressure. Face it, learn from it, grow through it, because the same pain that tried to break you can become the force that builds your greatness. And when passion leads your life, no obstacle becomes stronger than your determination to rise. Wake up every single day like your dream depends on it, because the truth is, it does. Success is not built in one moment of inspiration. It is built through daily discipline, daily sacrifice, and daily effort. Eric Thomas always teaches that greatness comes from consistency, not convenience. That means you cannot only chase your goals when you feel motivated. You cannot only work hard when life feels easy. Real success belongs to people who show up even on the difficult days. Passion is what gives you that power. Passion creates fire inside your spirit that refuses to let you stay average. It pushes you to wake up early, stay focused, and continue grinding when everyone else is making excuses. Most people waste too much time waiting for perfect conditions. They wait for confidence before taking action. They wait for support before believing in themselves. They wait for opportunities instead of creating them. But passionate people understand that waiting too long can destroy potential. They know that every single day matters. Every morning is another chance to improve, grow, and get closer to the life they dream about. Passion gives your life urgency. It reminds you that time is limited and that your future is shaped by the choices you make today. When you wake up with passion, you stop treating your goals like hobbies and start treating them like responsibilities. You become intentional with your time, your energy, and your mindset because you understand that greatness demands commitment. There will be mornings when your body feels tired and your mind feels full of doubt. There will be days when progress feels slow and nobody notices your hard work. But passionate people keep going anyway because they understand that results come from consistency. They know that success is not about being perfect every day. It is about refusing to quit. Every small effort matters. Every disciplined habit matters. Every hour spent improving yourself matters. Over time, those small actions create extraordinary results. Passion teaches you to stay loyal to your vision even when the journey becomes painful. Many people lose focus because they allow temporary emotions to control permanent decisions. They quit too early because they cannot handle discomfort. But if you truly want greatness, you must learn how to stay committed through difficult seasons. Passion gives you the strength to keep showing up even when motivation disappears. That is why passionate people become unstoppable. They do not depend on feelings. They depend on purpose. They understand that discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. When your passion is strong enough, excuses lose their power. Fear loses its control. Laziness loses its influence. You begin to operate with a different level of hunger because you realize your future is worth fighting for. Eric Thomas often speaks about wanting success as badly as you want to breathe, and that mentality changes everything. When your dream becomes that important to you, your effort increases naturally. You stop settling for average habits because average habits create average lives. Passion pushes you to outwork your old self every day. It challenges you to become mentally stronger, emotionally stronger, and spiritually stronger. It teaches you that your current situation does not define your final destination. No matter where you start, consistency can transform your life. The key is refusing to stop, refusing to surrender when life becomes difficult, refusing to let setbacks steal your vision. Wake up every day understanding that your actions today are building your future tomorrow. Protect your focus. Protect your energy. Protect your dream, because nobody else can live your purpose for you. Nobody else can fight your battles for you. Success requires personal responsibility. It requires courage, sacrifice, and relentless determination. And when you combine those qualities with true passion, you become dangerous in the best possible way. You become someone who refuses to settle, refuses to break, and refuses to give up until greatness becomes reality.